Yeah, absolutely. Because there's such a spectrum, right? And also in terms of the people that are founding these, different initiatives, some of them might also be really new to the Web3 blockchain world, and some of them might have been in the scene for a little longer. Um, so, do you think that the people that are newer to Web3, are they disadvantaged in the eyes of investors? And what kind of advice would you give them if you think that's the case?
Lucky enough, we're in relatively early innings in this whole Web3 world. Um, so frankly, there are not a lot of founders who've already built a successful Web3 company. If they have, they're still running it or it's already failed. But there are very few who have had a successful run in developing a Web3 project, had some type of a successful exit, and then are now working on round two. So the vast majority of founders that are raising capital in the Web3 space are first timers within Web3. Frankly, also, I think a lot of investors are kind of faking it until they make it with their own fluency in Web3, and they are horrified at being kind of caught in their ignorance around this space. So going in with a very simple and easy to understand pitch and a full disclosure and acknowledgement that you're also learning could be incredibly helpful and enable an ease of access with investors you might not find otherwise. So I don't think it has to work against you. Now, one way to mitigate any of that concern is to draw really clear lines between what you do have expertise in and the Web3 field that you're seeking to enter. So obviously in DeFi and in this whole universe of innovation within digital currency, which is just one segment of the blockchain Web3 world, but let's just use crypto as an example. Anybody who has some basic background in banking or in financial services or products or payments, if they can enter into a new startup journey and then be able to convey within their pitch to an investor, hey, I saw the old way. I spent this many years working in this industry and I saw where the flaws were. I experienced the pain of Web 1 and Web 2 personally. And I am passionate about this project and moving it forward because I know there is a better way. And I believe that what I'm building is going to offer up a solution, which is something I wish I had, or my former company had, or my employer or team or organization had when I was struggling through the limitations imposed by the old way. It's a very compelling story. So I think any way to kind of tie things to existing experience is really helpful. Another one I saw recently was in a Croatian founder in the digital fashion space. And she was able to speak with incredible passion around some of the shortfalls of the fashion industry. It's environmentally wasteful, it's extremely costly, trends move so quickly, it's almost impossible to keep production up with demand, and so on and so on. And so she's now running a fashion brand in the metaverse, and she can speak with passion to her difficulties in the conventional fashion industry and the delight she's having in being able to offer kind of immediate, coveted, of the environment, customized style. And she's had a wonderful time raising money because it just seems like such a great story, even though she'd never done anything in Web3 before and doesn't really have a lot of background within the technical sphere.